Welcome to Project Starfish. We are a visionary, creative workforce development platform. Internship and workforce development are not the same, but let us consider that both are the same for this presentation. This presentation is going to take about 8 minutes. This is for students and their parents. We started Project Starfish because we wanted to change a couple of things in society today. You see, opportunities hardly exist in our society, which means if you look at the millions of professionals, whether they are veterans or professionals who are blind or disabled or students, the unemployment rates are sky high. Professionals who are blind, for example, face an unemployment rate to the tune of 70 to 80% or even more. We wanted to create an absolutely new internship platform which is based on business value, creating social value, by creating ecosystems. It took us 3 years to perfect a model, but we succeeded in creating employment for professionals who are blind around the world, and many of them did not have jobs for a decade. We achieved that by creating ecosystems. And that is going to be very important to the internship, whether it's Harvard Innovation Lab, or makerspaces, or contemporary cloud companies, or supply chain companies. We have created ecosystems with them. Regarding accolade, to be honest, we have earned it all. We are an MIT Startup Exchange company. We are also part of the governor's body of employment. We have come up on newspapers around the world, but what matters is we provide solutions for internship. So let's talk about students today. There are 3 stages of the student life cycle. And you have to realize if you're a student, you really have to be futuristic because the rules have changed. You need to have contemporary business skills to get into the industry, work experience, and need business connections because you're going to be competing with international students. You're going to crack those tough interviews. And the last part is you have to be impactful. You see, the world is going to be very different when you graduate. From 3D printed houses to connected cars to robots, things are going to be very, very different. Naturally, students face a huge dilemma. They have the knowledge, but they don't have the experience. That's the biggest catch-22 of all times. Project Starfish breaks that cycle. If we can create jobs for professionals who are blind and who did not have employment for decades, I believe we can have something for students as well. Jobs of the future are going to be dependent on solving problems. They're going to be highly virtual, knowledge-based, automated, and of high speed. On top of that, entry to that will require proving your experience based on referral, and it depends upon what you're passionate about. So, which also means we need to explain what Project Starfish platform is. It's a global workforce development platform. And it depends upon 4 pillars: knowledge, business skill development, work experience, and social empowerment. We use complex methods, very futuristic, very hands-on methods to create that workforce development for students or anybody who's part of it. But long story short, you're going to be learning from the topmost leaders, working with companies, and even networking with corporate businesses. The result is we create ecosystems. One, where we develop knowledge, and the second, with businesses who need the workers. The result is simple: a future-proof workforce. That's exactly what we do. We have even gone further. Our customized internship It caters to every stage of the student life cycle. If you're a high schooler, you're looking for college admission, and we know how to get you there. If you're in grad school, you're looking to be more industry specific. And if you're looking to get a job, your requirements are very different. We understand that because we are always based on priority and we know what is relevant. That is exactly the reason we created Project Starfish, where one platform caters to the student life cycle for multiple stages. Everything in our organization is based on cutting edge education programs which deals with experiential learning and simulation of goals, just like a flight simulator. But it's a very serious program. It is much fun. There's really no boredom, no books. It's like a real game, and you'll like it. Our course structure is very, very complex, but what you're going to experience is complex too. But what matters is how you're going to learn that. You're going to learn, take action, create impact, and experience that change, and ultimately that results into a 360-degree experience of learning. Our internship course structure is also complex, which means there are no books, but trust me, the program is intensive. You're going to be working on real projects. You're also going to be completely focused on a customized internship based on your goals and where you want to go, followed by some final deliverables. The outcome is simple, which means once you've gone through our internship, you exactly achieve what you wanted at whatever level you are, whether you're a high schooler or a grad student or looking for employment. So the question is, who qualifies and what's our selection criteria? We want to let you know that we are 100% equal. We don't really want to call it as a free of charge. What we mean is the charges are waived. There are no money involvement for any student because we believe in equality. Your grades don't matter. What matters is your attitude. We definitely have some more selection criteria, the first being 3 rounds of interview. And those rounds of interview are not easy. We want to find out what you are, where do you want to go, and what do you want to do in life. Which also means our internship has high standards. If you're not performing, it's definitely going to attract penalties. It is highly competitive and of high pressure, and we really want you to go through it because that's how the world is going to be. We simulate the real world going forward. Long story short, if you want to avail this internship, schedule the interviews. We choose the best out of the best out of the best. Please reach out to Nazreen, call her at 781-262-0520 or send her an email at hr@pstarfish.org. Thank you for looking at this presentation and watching through it intently. There's too much of information, I understand. However, we are an experiential platform that delivers results. Thank you.